you try to be as close to the Hindi audience, but also try to give something new. And they are amazing singers like Sonu Nigam and Udit Narayanji. Sukwinder especially.
This song is still stuck in my mind from that time till today.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. طبعا اليوم اللقاء جدا مهم وكبير مع الأسطورة، مع الليجند الرائع A.R. Rahman. So today guys I have the legend, the genius, one of the best, he's the best musician in the world, Mr. A.R. Rahman.
Rahman sir, in my country, in Arab, all Arab countries, they love so much your song Chaya 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 from Dilse. I have something, my feelings towards some singers like Sukhvinder Singh. I believe his style is unique, but you make it more unique by this kind of song like Chaya Chaya, like Jeho, and Rabta Jogi, and also Sonu Nigam, who sings so many kind of melodies, but he have a special style when he sing for you, like Tu Hi Tu Satarangire. And also Udit Narayan, he have so many songs, but when he sing for you, Ajnabi Tu Bhi Kabhi, he sing it in different style. So what kind of, what you do with them? You change their style and you give them new signature for this, their songs.
I think it's just the tunes. The tunes are different. And they are amazing singers like Sonu Nigam and Udit Narayanji. Sukwinder especially is a very, very artistic man. He has knowledge in poetry and humanity, and so if we both sit, we could. I think we worked in a movie called In Water.
Yeah.
Deepa Mehta ji had to go for shooting, and then we worked on 4 songs. In 4 days, we completed 4 songs. So he was writing lyrics for that. So he's incredibly talented and has got the same enthusiasm and energy even now. We met last week here in Chennai. So, in fact, this is exactly the same thing he said. I think if we work together, we'll go to a new zone. And we're hoping that we'll get into something like that in the future and do more.
In 99, I bought new car because of you. You are the reason.
For the car,
yeah. How you know that? There was one of my cousin. He have a new car. In the car there is CD player. I have the CD player of Tal movie, and I put it in the car. When the song come Tal Pe Tal Mila, Tal Se Tal Mila, there was a rag of Sukhvinder. Tararam tam tararam. Then the water tick tick tick. I hearing that sound. I said no. I want to buy this kind of car because I want to hear the same CD in this kind of car. In this movie Tal, I know Subhash Ghai, he used to work with Lakshmikant Peralji so many times, and with Anand Bakshi, of course. A.R. Rahman, he's a little bit different by what he done before, but still the style of A.R. Rahman there, but there is like little soul of Lakshmikant Peralal in that, some kind of music, some kind of songs. I don't know if I'm wrong. You can write me.
Yeah, I think like the famous saying goes, we are all on the shoulders of giants. You know, when the legacy of Lakshmikant Peralal is, you can never deny anything of what they've amazingly given to the audience. And and the Bakshi Sahab, Anand Bakshi. So when you're working with a legend like Anand Bakshi Sahab and Subhash Ghai, I think you try to be as close to the Hindi audience, but also try to give something new. So that's one of the beautiful combinations, because Subhash Ghai is like an A&R person. He picks everything, his tune, his lyric, his rhythms, and he's very particular about everything. And sometimes he would say, you know what, I think I confused you. I'm going back, you just send me the song. So there was a nice, beautiful moments with him. And yeah, so I think we all know that 20 years he was ruling the industry. He was the #1 director. He made great movies and great music he did with every composer he worked with. So it was a real great pleasure working with him.
Each song from Tal is memorable. Even Asha Bhosle sang some songs in the movie. Kahin Aag Lage Lag Jawe. I love this song so much. And Nahi Samne is my favorite. Maybe you saw in my story, one of my favorite songs. Rahman sir, one of the unique thing you do for Indian music, that you are stuck in the Indian classical tunes. Even you working in foreign movies like Slumdog Millionaire, you stuck in the classical way, which is unique style, and no many music director they don't stuck on that. For that reason, we heard some horrible sounds and some one day music and we forget it. But your music is long lasting for that reason. Slumdog Millionaire, for example, Jeho winning 2 Oscars and Grammy, 2 Grammy and Golden Globe. It is not coming like that. It's coming because you're stuck in the classical, and that's the scent of classical in music in your tunes happen. So I want to ask you, is it right that you stuck only in the classical songs? Because I know there is Jani to Janina, there is some Papu can dance, Sala, it's something different. But most of your music, that's your signature there, classical way.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a very complicated question. And my foundation is classical music because I grew up and we heard all these tunes. There's all these ragas and South Indian classical, North Indian classical. I'm a big fan of Hindustani music also and Qawwali.
Yeah.
And for me, what phrases or what ragas gives that emotion? Not that what we've been put in the mind saying, oh, this is classical and you have to do this. I'm always questioning, why is this so great? Or because of this, this whole, the way it ascends and the way it descends creates a magic which some other form of music doesn't have. So I adapt that. Same way in Western classical, when you take all the harmony which happens, it gives a feeling of, it lifts you to the heavens. So sometimes I take the melody from, my culture and the harmony from the Western culture. So mix both of them. And so this is, there is a trap in everything. Sometimes you learn the rigid form of music and say you cannot go outside. But film music allows you to be much more freer. So you can experiment. People only respond to how they feel rather than what techniques you used. People are not going to react if I compose something thodi, which is great to the critics, but they don't respond to emotionally. That's one of the reasons why sometimes film music becomes mundane, which is very simple tunes in major and minor. It doesn't use the maqams. And maqams means ragas for us. So I think it's a balance. Sometimes you can there are little spots where you can insert these complex classical ideas in the score, and I'm always looking forward to those kind of things where people don't care whatever you do, but you can do good things there.
Sir Rahman, in 2011, I went to the Hajj in Saudi Arabia, of course, by Bahrain. Then I came back by Bahrain. When I came back, Rockstar was in the cinema. And there was one of my friends, he's saying, we'll go tomorrow. I told him, can we see the movie? He said, we just come from Hajj. How come we see more? I want to see this movie because I like Imtiaz Ali way. When I heard that RAHMAN is doing the music, there was a song, Kun Fayakun, mashallah. This song is still stuck in my mind from that time till today. Till today, whenever I hear the song, I close my eyes, I just feeling it. Sometimes my eye watering without any of reason, I don't know. The song has that kind of magic. I just want to say that Rockstar is one of the best music happen for film industry the last 10 years or last 20 years, in my opinion. And I want to know your journey with the Rockstar in the short with Imtiaz Ali also.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I was working with Imtiaz Ali. And initially I planned the same movie with John Abraham, and 3 years before we attempted some of the music. Then he came back with a new proposal for this one. And Imtiaz, I think what I understood is a whole new breed of director whom I work with. Because for 20 years I've been working with one kind of generation who are extraordinary, but then he was a new breed. And so there was a lot of give and take. There was a lot of things, stories he would tell and a lot of stories I would tell him. And sometimes this relationship of exchanging ideas, philosophies, lead to good work. There's a sense of trust, and there's a sense of fearlessness. So he said, I want a Sufi song. I said, fine. I don't like Sufi songs with just generic things, just like Ishq or Mawla. I want to do something more deeper. If I have to do Sufi songs, it should be deeper. And so then he said, why don't we use the word kun fayakun? I said, are you crazy? It's one of the most important line in the Holy Book, and I don't want to. We have to make sure that we don't distort it. He said, trust me, I will just give ultimate respect for everything. Because any religion, things which I take, I want to make sure that it's respected, whether it's Hinduism or Christianity or no.
Absolutely.
And then I think he called up from there, from when he was busy, he couldn't come in. So I sent him the tune, and we were actually doing the song remotely. Rishad Kamal was here, Javed Ali was here in Chennai, and Mohit was here. So we sent it to him and we said, you guys don't need me, you finish the song without me. So it was interesting, that whole process. And there's one song I think which has gone beyond language, because the president of Berklee College of Music, Roger, he said, I don't know what the song is, but I love this. And most of the people who didn't know even what Kun Fayakun was, they still respond the same way. I think you go to the heavily loaded words, which have much more deeper meanings, which we don't understand ourselves. I think it's one of that, and the voices, the culmination of all the voices.
And Rahman sir, you done that very brilliantly. And Sufi songs, like in Joda Akbar, Delhi 6, you have Sufi songs in that. But each one, they have different style. But Kun Fayakun is one of my favorite. I saw in Amazon show before a few days your show. It's called Harmony, and yes. I describe it like Avengers of singers. You are just collect them from so many places and make one big war or one big style of singing with them. It's one of the best shows I saw in Amazon. I want to know how the idea come and who's the responsible for this idea, you or other people?
The idea came from Kavitalia. The Kavitalia is a company which introduced me, which produced the movie Roja. So Mr. Balachandras, who passed away, his daughter and son-in-law came to me and said, we have an idea like this for a net series, will you be interested? I was thinking, no, what will I do and who's going to watch this? So no, if you come in, it'll be interesting. So I said, okay, let's do it in the most beautiful way. And the director, they introduced Shruti Hariharan, who's also very talented. She's done research on music. They came up with the idea, but we sat together and wanted to make this eye candy and ear candy in a way, so that it's irresistible to. So I said, let the visuals be amazing, and let's explore the places. Let people discover the place, to travel, and the music and the musician all together. So it's a whole package. And then the very end was almost like the mix of all these traditions at my studio in Chennai, where we put the set, the 5th episode. Oh. So I think that's something I really love, and I think I keep forgetting about it, but thanks for reminding me. It's one of the best experiences I've ever had. At one point, we were having all these musicians, and most of the students who would come out from my KM Conservatory college were also part of it. And I was sitting in my studio and I was imagining, is this a dream? And I'm sitting in my studio, which I built for filming. Yes. In our set, our show, our musicians. And wow. And very rarely you get that high. I think that for 1 minute I was thankful to God for making that happen.